Hi students and welcome to BA1152. This class is called Quality Tools and my name is Glennis Thompson. I'll be your instructor. I know that this is an unusual and stressful and trying time, certainly something we've never gone through, but I want you to know that CNM is here for you to do everything that we possibly can. This class will continue in an online format. It's designed for an online format. And it does not require any face-to-face meetings or any you don't have to come to class to take a test or anything like that. If you've been in the previous two classes, BA1150 and BA1151, this class, while it's still in the same format, is slightly different. If you've never been in either of my previous classes and you find this kind of intriguing or something that you want to pursue, BA1150 and BA1151 and this one are being run in intersession from April 27th to May 17th. And I'll be doing more about that later on. But anyway, I'm glad you're here. Welcome to class. We're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to learn what quality tools are charts and graphs and different kinds of diagrams and things where you learn how to gather and analyze data. So I'm really looking forward to having you in this class and working with you on this. Okay, let's get started. All right, you've already finished the syllabus orientation quiz. Yay! All right, very cool. So now we all know what's going on and what the deal is with that. Okay. So I'm going to go to learning modules, and your view is going to be just a little bit different because I'm the teacher. So I have teacher view. I'm going to go down here to module 1. The first thing I'm going to show you is at the very bottom of the learning modules. Right now you'll see only the one, but underneath it, there is this optional content. So let me explain. So this class was taught by at least two, if not three, other instructors before I got it. I completely redesigned it. They put some other emphasis on other things, and I wanted the emphasis to be as much on the tools because there are 7 of them. So I broke those all up. But their information is really, really valuable. I can't let it go. So there is some information. It's not in any kind of organized order, which just goes to tell you a little more about me. But anyway, feel free to go through this module right here and just take a look and see if there's anything in there that you're interested in or that you will help you or anything like that. This is optional, but you're welcome to avail yourselves of it. All right, this is module 1. Okay, so we're going to get started. Excuse me. My allergies are kicking up. So, okay. So these 1 credit classes, there used to be 7. Now there are 3. The other 4 were pulled into 1 class, and I haven't seen it at all. But anyway, so these 3, this is the third one of the 3, and as I said, the other 3 are running during intersession. But anyway, so what I want you to do is look at your work, your home, your school, your community, any other place for any kind of processes. Analyze how they work and then be able to apply these quality tools. And as we go through these next few weeks, you're going to really learn a lot about how to apply these concepts. So this class covers not only the 7 quality tools, but we're going to look at what processes are and some other components of analysis and decision making in order to implement changes that bring about quality improvement. And a lot of times we don't think about quality improvement. And when I've been talking about these classes a lot with people who've expressed interest, and if you think about, excuse me, if you think about like your car door or the door to your house, if they just manufacture these car doors and they just run off the assembly line, but if there's some kind of a problem in the manufacturing process and your door comes out just a fraction, a hair too big or too small, and it doesn't fit, it's not a quality product. If you have somebody, and I use these same things, if you have somebody come and do your yard and they cut your hedges too short, or they leave them too long, or they cut your trees down, oops, that's not a quality job. If you have somebody come and do your swamp cooler, because we're getting ready for that, I'm already thinking about it, I like the cold. Um, and they put the swamp cooler on, but it makes this weird noise. You know, I really want you to see how small changes in your life, in your personal life, your school, can bring about a whole quality change in your life and in those processes. Okay, so the optional text. So I'm going to show you this again from the welcome page. So this little book, it's a little tiny book. I will swear to you, it's 1, 2, 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4.5 inches, 3 across and maybe 4.5 inches up. It's a little tiny book with a little spiral, and it's really not a horrible little book. It's got a lot of other things. I'm focusing only on the 7 quality tools, but they have a lot of information. And as I went through Start Here, I think I told you it's still available. See if you can find it if you're really interested in it. You do not have to have it for this class. I will give you everything that you need. Okay, so I'm going to quote from this little cute little book here. It's difficult to carry because it's that odd size book. But anyway, so the optional text gives us some valuable insight into continuous quality improvement and the use of the correct tool. Organizations around the world are using continuous quality improvement as their strategy to bring about dramatic changes in their operations. Their purpose is to stay competitive in a world of instant communication and technological advancement. And that instant communication, you can talk to anybody anywhere in the world, anytime. I mean, you might be in the middle of the night and they might be in the middle of the night, but that's okay. So, but we need to stay competitive. If you're going to run a business or work for a company, you need to stay competitive, and having the right tool for the right job is really going to make it work for you. Okay. So in order to know what to do and how to analyze it and what tool to fix it, we need to look at what quality tools are. So there are several readings. So the 7 quality tools that we're going to use, and you are actually going to turn in this homework: a flow chart, histogram, cause and effect diagram, a check sheet, a scatter diagram, control charts, and Pareto charts. 6 of these are used when working with numbers, and the cause and effect or fishbone is used when working with ideas. So it's a brainstorming tool. We'll explore each of them as we go through. I've kind of grouped them together. You'll see how it all works out. So, but the thing is, there are 2 things we need to look at first. What is a process, and how to use a SIPOC diagram. All right, so that's what we're going to do this week. Okay, so this is where you found this lecture. Remember, no late work is accepted. The module closes at 10. I just saw this. Okay. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Okay, so this is where you found this week's video, and here are your readings. So let me just click on this. So this is the Wikipedia. I always use Wikipedia. These are examples of the 7 basic tools of quality. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You're just going to create one of these and turn it in, and I give you all the information that you need. All right. So there's some information here about processes and what is a process. I'm going to click on this one real quick. All right. So a process. Come on. Something going on, a proceeding, a natural phenomenon marked by gradual changes that lead toward a particular result. In a continuing natural or biological activity. A series of actions or operations conducing to an end. This is the one we're looking at. They're talking here about manufacturing, but that can be anything. A process is anything. Okay, sorting and doing your laundry is a process. Making coffee is a process. Making your kids' lunch is a process. Everything, getting dressed is a process. Everything is a process. So we're going to look at that. So here are your readings. What is a process? Why are processes important? Why is a process viewpoint important? And then there's some more information here about process improvement methodologies. You'll see a lot of information about Six Sigma right here. It is not covered in this class, but I'm certainly willing to give you information about it. Okay. All right. Some videos now. Some of these videos, I try to find things that were interesting. Okay. The last thing you want is something drab and boring, like me. But so I tried to find these shorter videos that give you a basic idea. So here, 9 minutes to go over the 7 tools. Here's 4 minutes on a process, 2 minutes on a business process, 9 minutes on process improvement. Okay, when we get down here to 17 minutes. This one might be interesting. When we get here to this 36-minute, this is on Six Sigma, which is not covered in this class, but I did give it to you as optional. So if these are getting really kind of trying, spot check them and get a basic idea. There's plenty of information. If you're more of a reading learner, then you might like the readings more. If you're more of a, hey, there's a video, kind of spot check and make sure that you get a really good idea of what's going on. Okay. Class introductions. All right. So there are two, I think there are two discussions this week. Yes, there are. All right. So class introductions. This is something we want to get to know each other. And so, the information, what is your major? How close are you to graduation? You know, if you need this class, I've had people have to have 1 credit class for graduation. Why did you take this class? What are your expectations? What do you do on a daily basis at work, home, or school? And tell us functionally what you do. Not, I'm a student. Excuse me. I go to classes, I take notes, I do homework. What are your functions of whatever, whether you're talking about work, home, school? And if you're working someplace where you have to be, you know, you can't share too much about it, then tell us something else. You know, at home, I do this. I function this way at home. Or tell us about school. So, you know, keep confidentiality if you're not allowed to talk about your work or something like that. Okay, so how do you do this? All right, click on class introductions. And then it's going to tell you to create a thread. I think yours might say click to launch. Let me go look at something real quick here. I think yours says click to launch. And so when you click on create, when you click on the title, it'll say click to launch. Then click on create thread. And then the questions that you need to answer are right here. So hi, I'm Glennis. And then you can talk about yourself. Here's what I do. Here's where I go. And kind of make it conversational. Like, don't answer each question individually. And so, hi, my name is Glennis, and let's see, what's my major right now? I think my major is accounting, but I'm not taking any accounting classes. I've already graduated twice. I took this class because it sounded really good. I really would like to know more about what quality tools are and how to use them. At school, I function as a course designer, and I'm a full-time employee. And then what do I hope to achieve? These tools will come in handy. So what do you think you're going to use these for? And I fully expect you to not know. This is the beginning stuff. So if you don't know, that's fine. Okay. So then when you click on submit, so I just put my snazzy answer here. It takes a second for it to post. And then it will show up right here. So if you wanted to answer that, this will be gone by the time you do. Just click on this where it says the thread link. Again, it takes a second. And then you just click on reply. And we'll use my Martian talk here. And blah, 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 blah. And that's the answer. Now, if you remember that syllabus orientation quiz, it said that your initial posts will be at least 6 sentences and your replies will be at least 5. You can start doing that right now. I will grade this thread a little bit easier. It's the first one, and we're all just getting to know each other. But on the next one, you have to adhere to that, or it will cost you in points. Okay? Come on, let's go back. All right, so that's the discussion, and that will be gone right now. Okay, so the next thing. Come on. All right, I'll take care of that in a minute. All right, you don't need to watch me delete that. All right, let's go back to the module. This computer is running slow because everybody is online. All right, so now let's go back in. All right, the next thing that you need to do. Okay, here we go. Readings, videos, intro. Okay, so there's a journal. Okay. So what I want to know, this journal comes only to me. I am the only person who can see it. So it's a chance for you to be freeform. There's another one at the end of the term. This is your intro journal entry. Okay. So tell me about your work and or school experience. What are you studying and why? Why are you taking this class? And I needed a 1 credit class as an acceptable answer. Okay. Why do you think this is important in our life's quality improvement? That is, what are you looking to improve by taking this course? What will you do with what you learn and why is it important to you? What do you think quality tools are and how do you plan to use them? Tell me anything else that you need to tell me. Be professional, be polite, of course. And how to post to the journal. You click on the title. And now journals and discussions, you post inside the journals and the discussions. You may draft your response in Word. This should be, a few sentences. I'm looking for some information about you. Tell me about yourself. This is you like coming to me at office hours or something like that and us getting to know each other. So you don't just blow this off. This is worth 100 points, okay? So answer these questions. And so in order to do this, you click on Create Journal Entry. And then you answer the question. So that's why I'm saying it's a good idea to do it in Word first, because you can't see the questions from here. If you save it as a draft, it is not submitted. You may save it as a draft, but what you might want to do is just draft this in Word or copy these and put them into Word and then copy and paste them into here after you create your journal entry. If anyone who puts an attachment will earn a 0. Okay, in a journal, you're supposed to write in the journal. So make sure that you do that. Okay, then let's go back. That takes care of that one. And just chat with me. Let me know what's going on. And see if I can get back to the class. Of course not. All right, back through here. All right. Again, with the seasickness. Okay, here we go. All right. So now the discussion. This one you need to put at least 6 sentences in your in your initial post, and at least 5 sentences in your reply. And this should be pretty interesting. Okay. So your discussion is choose a daily task that you do and list the steps. Be very specific, as though you had to tell someone else how to do it. Your process should have at least 5 steps. Did you think about all the steps before? What would happen if a step were omitted or done out of order? What quality tools could be used in this process? And maybe you don't know that yet. Okay? So, the main thing here is to choose a task. Making coffee. Suppose you're the person at work that everybody depends on for the coffee, and either you don't want to do that or you're going on vacation and you're leaving instructions for your replacement, or you're telling your children. When I was a kid, my mother worked from 5 in the morning till 1:30 in the afternoon. And during the summer, when we got up, there were pages of notes on our kitchen table. You girls, it was me and my sister, you girls get this done. I want this done. I want this done. And she was very specific about exactly what to do and how to do it and what was acceptable and what was not. So what you're looking for is a process. How to make coffee, how to cook chicken, how to change the baby, how to do your homework in Blackboard. Anything that has at least 5 steps. How to feed the dog. Okay, I don't care. So write down the steps. So it should be the process of. So when you go to this one, this is the same. It's a separate discussion, but it's done exactly the same way. So this would be. Your title would be of course I can't spell, the process of making coffee, the process of sorting laundry and doing it, anything, okay? And then put all the processes there. And then, because you're giving instructions, so you want to say, if any of these steps are omitted or done out of order, or if any of these were omitted, if you leave any of these steps out, this will happen. If you do them out of order, this will happen. So you want to be really specific, as though you have to go and somebody isn't going to be able to do this. Okay, you have to leave these instructions so they can, and tell them specifically what will happen if they leave a step out or load the dishwasher. I don't have a dishwasher, so I don't know what that is. But anyway, so you're going to do that, and you're going to say what will happen if it's left out of order, oops, I lost my, nope, there it is. There we go. It took a second to load. All right. Yeah. Everybody's doing their classes online. So it's going to take a second here. So you're going to do that and then reply to at least 2 others. Okay. And so, you can say, hey, my kids tried to make coffee and didn't happen. Whatever you need to do. So reply to those and, whoops, right here. And remember, at least 6 sentences and replies should be at least 5. Okay. Now, your first assignment is to do the SIPOC exam. All right. So think about a sequence of work activities or home activities that you do on a regular basis. The sequence of the work activities will be your baseline process that you will evaluate, analyze, and improve to make the process better. Many people might choose a process that they will do in their workplace. In fact, choosing a process that's part of your day-to-day business work could be beneficial. It can be at home. It can be in your community. Okay, so think about any kind of process that relates to a hobby, anything that you do, grocery shopping, getting the family up for school, anything like that. So you're going to put it in the form of a verb and a noun. So in this case, they say if your day-to-day work might involve all the steps of a process that pays vendors, your process is pay vendors. So if you're doing something, yours might be make coffee, load dishwasher, sort laundry. So it's got to be the verb and then the noun. Okay. Then this is another process assignment, okay, because that's what we're starting with. Make a list of those steps. The sequence order is not critical. Get the steps down so that you can see them, okay? So then list those decision points with a question mark so you're able to define them later. You could use a phrase formed as a yes or no answer. For example, you have a decision point where you have to decide if upper level management approval is required for a purchase. The decision might be that you need to get upper level approval for an expenditure of $100 or more. Otherwise, you can make it without any upper level approval. So if you're buying something for $85, you could do it. The decision point might be phrased as a question. Is the expense $100 or more? And then an arrow pointing to yes. Okay. So there are some information here about the SIPOC exam. Let's see what this one looks like. I think this is a template and a diagram. All right. So this is what you're going to do. So SIPOC is suppliers, inputs, process, outputs. Whoops, it moved around. Customers and requirements. Okay. SIPOC. Pretty clever. Okay. So you're going to figure out whatever your process is. Make coffee. So who are your suppliers? Okay. Whoever grew the coffee beans, picked them and shipped them, the shipping company. So suppliers. Okay. The manufacturer, the coffee grower, the store that whoever sold it to the store that sold it. Okay. Where you bought it. Okay. And then the inputs. So in this case, they're using a car dealer. So the suppliers for the car, then they have the inputs or the cars, the option. What are the things in the car? And then you can list your processes down here. So if you're making coffee, you're going to have your suppliers are the coffee growers, the manufacturers, the baggers, okay, the store that sold it to you, right? Okay, and then your inputs are going to be water, coffee maker, timer, whatever. I don't know. I don't drink coffee and not go to Starbucks, okay, or something like that. Then you're going to have your processes and you can list them down here. Okay. Get X how much filtered water, put the water in the maker, how much scoop out, how much coffee, I don't know. Do you put cinnamon in it? My mother used to for some reason, I don't know. Whatever your processes are, how long does it have to sit, whatever. Okay. And then what are the outputs? Your delicious cup of coffee. Who are your customers? You, your family, whatever. And then what kind of requirements do you need? Okay. So that's what you're going to do for this assignment. Now, there is plenty of information here. Feel free with any of these classes. It's really important if you like this and you're interested in it to build your own library. Start doing your own research. You don't necessarily have to buy books, but there are some. Check out that Six Sigma if you're interested in this. start looking. You can save some of these articles into a Word document, or just, I'm not a bookmarker. So you can bookmark them if you want, but save these articles. I will, as we move through class, especially by the time we get to your final project, I'll leave these open so these videos are available to you. But start building your own library and start having your own references to refer to. Okay. So there are some information. There are some links here for information on how to do a SIPOC diagram. And one of the people who taught this, as you get through, he has how to do it in Excel. And then he'll have it in Excel 2007, 2010, 2013, 2016, whatever. Okay, so just read this information and create your SIPOC. And then, so this is where you submit the assignment. This is the information about it. This is the summary. Okay, where it says right here, SIPOC assignment, click here to submit. How do you submit it? Click on the title. You have your document in Excel. You can draw these by hand and take a picture on your phone. I'm okay with that. And scroll down here to the bottom where it says browse my computer, and then click on that and click the file, and then click on submit. Okay. And I really, really, really want to say that that's all you have to do this week. Yay. Okay. So you can use Word and draw a table. You can use Excel. They have the cells already done. However you need to do it. As the navigation video said, if you need assistance or you need to contact me, please use messages right here. And just click my name. The one that says instructor. Oh, look, I already have a message from when I did this video before. Just click on to instructor. The one that says instructor. This preview user is me as a student. And then click on question. Oops. And then put your information there, click on submit, and then I will answer you. You have to remember to check on it. Okay. Please do not contact me through Outlook. But contact me here because I can remember to answer you. Okay. All right. That's module 1. That's what needs to be done. I am delighted that you're here, and I'm looking forward to seeing your work. Let me know if you have any questions. Please remain positive. And follow instructions of what's going on. This class will run completely online, and it's a lot of fun, and I think you're going to learn a whole lot of things that you can use. So please let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to seeing you in the next module, or if you send me a message. All right, have a great week, and I will talk to you next time. Thank you.